If your perfume disappears before lunch, stop blaming the perfume because you might just be applying it wrong. So welcome back guys to Chile's Health Den, and today we are fixing that because smelling amazing at 9 a.m. is easy. The real test is still smelling good at 9 p.m. So let's get started.
I hate to break it to you, but it is you and not your fragrance. Here are my top tips to making your scent last all day long. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Fragrances do not stick to dry skin. So make sure when you are hopping outside of the shower, you are well moisturized. Get yourself a great body butter or a body oil or even both. Mix them together and lather your skin head to toe. Scent layering is a game changer. Think of it as creating a scent pyramid. Remember that everything starts in the shower. Body scrubs, your body wash. Out of the shower, you're going to lather your skin with a great moisturizer or body butter. You can even put on an oil, and then you're going to put your fragrances on top as the last layer to create a beautiful scent bubble that will last a lot longer. Fragrances love to stick to texture and fabric, so instead of spraying just your skin, go ahead and spray your clothes. And if you really don't want to spray it on your clothes, get yourself a piece of fabric, a handkerchief, a scrunchie, or even a cotton pad. Do a couple of sprays of your fragrance, tuck this into your pocket or even your bra. Trust me, this scent is going to linger with you the entire day.
And the layering point is probably the biggest one here. Fragrance performs differently on moisturized skin compared to dry skin. So your body lotion or oil isn't just about making your skin soft. It gives the fragrance a better base to sit on. But don't make the mistake of throwing 5 different scented products together. If your lotion smells like coconut, your oil smells like rose, and your perfume smells like vanilla, you may end up with a scent that has no clear direction. So instead, stay within the same fragrance family, vanilla with vanilla, fruity with fruity, or use complementary notes that actually makes sense together.
Your perfume isn't lasting because you're applying it incorrectly. I used to work for Tom Ford Beauty as a fragrance specialist and professional makeup artist. So when it comes to fragrance, I am your girl. I know everything about it and I know all about the longevity. I legit had to study it. If you take your perfume and just spray all over or you spritz it in the air and walk through it, girl. You are legitimately wasting the money you've spent on your fragrance. You want to be spritzing your fragrance in the areas where your body produces the most heat or sweat, or also your pulse points. Don't be spraying it all over this area. You want to spray it behind your ears. You want to spritz it in between your chest, because that's where you sweat as well. You also want to spritz it on your wrist. When you spritz it on your wrist, please do not do the rubbing. I saw way too much of that when I worked at Tom Ford. You want to gently tap the fragrance, because when you rub that fragrance after you spritz it on your wrist, you're actually dispersing the fragrance particles. It's gonna last less time. You're imbalancing skin pH. The reason all of our fragrances smell different on each other because have different pH levels in our body. 2 other places you should be spritzing your fragrance for it to last all day and for your smell to just linger. In this area over here, because again, that's a pulse point or where the heat is kind of trapped. Also in between your thigh and your leg, so like behind your knee basically. This is the way that you are going to be making the most money out of your fragrance. Don't spray it and then return it and say, oh, it didn't last. Are you applying it correctly though?
And she's right about application, but here is something people get wrong all the time. More sprays doesn't automatically mean better performance. If you're spraying perfume onto completely dry skin and immediately rubbing it away, you're not giving yourself the best chance of getting a long wear. Moisturize first. Spray onto your skin and let it dry naturally. And instead of only spraying your wrists, think about where the fragrance will actually be noticed. Your neck, behind your ears, and areas where your body naturally gives off warmth. And please, stop rubbing your wrists together like you're trying to start a fire.
I've been a stripper for almost 10 years, and one thing I can confidently say that I've mastered is how to make my perfumes last all night long. It is all about layering your scent and applying your scents intentionally. It really starts in the shower, and if you guys want like a shower routine, let me know. I can do that. After you've already got the scent going in the shower, your next step is going to be moisturizing. Obviously, because you don't want to be ashy, but because your fragrance needs something to adhere to, okay? Since I'm going to work and I don't have time to play, I'm going to go with my trusted combo. This is Vanilla Skin by Fleur. I have already put y'all onto this, okay? If you want to smell like a sweet, creamy, sensual, grown vanilla, this is that girl. And then I'm going to layer it with the Victor and Rolf Flower Bomb. This has notes of jasmine, bergamot, musk, and vanilla. These pair together and I get compliments all night. You're going to pick a moisturizer based on what type of vibe you're trying to go, what notes in your perfume you're trying to amplify. If I wanted it to lean towards more of that like delectable vanilla, I would go in with the EOS Vanilla Cashmere Lotion. But because I'm layering it with this perfume that has rose, jasmine, and vanilla, I want something a lot more feminine. We're going to go in with the Scent from Heaven Body Glaze. I don't know how to describe this other than feminine. Like, this is just soft, girly pop.
Now, this is interesting because she's coming from an environment where fragrance has to survive hours of movement, heat, and being around other people. That's a very different taste from spraying perfume sitting at home for 2 hours and declaring it lasting long. And there is a bigger lesson here. Longevity isn't one product, it's a system. Your shower routine creates the clean base. Your moisturizer helps prepare the skin. Your fragrance oil can add another layer. Then your perfume becomes the main character. That's how it works.
It's delicious. And this trio, for me, secures a bag. So I'm just going to apply some of the body glaze real quick. And I really like this because this is like the one moisturizer I can use before work because it doesn't like transfer and it's not going to leave my skin greasy. It's not going to leave people greasy when they touch me. It's not going to leave the stage greasy when I get on it. It just smells good and looks so good on the skin. It isn't necessarily necessary, but this undeniably helps my fragrances last so much longer. I just put a little bit of the Aquaphor spray on my pulse points. You could probably do this with just regular Aquaphor too, but I just really like this little method. Also, I put a little bit on the back of my knees and on my ankles. Going with my perfume next, and everywhere right on top of that Aquaphor is where I'm going to spray my perfume. Again, hit the back of your knees, okay? I'm telling you, just trust me. After you spray your perfume, you are not gonna start patting it in. You're just gonna let it dry down on your skin. Then I'm gonna layer it with the Vanilla Skin by Fleur. Just because this is a body mist does not mean I'm just gonna y'all just be spraying this all in the air instead of spraying it on your body, and that's why the scent's not lasting for you. So this is formulated to be a hair and body fragrance mist, and I'm obsessed with spraying this into the nape of my neck and all throughout my hair. You know, it's just when I'm up close in somebody's face, like everything smells good top to bottom. And just like that, I smell like make me the beneficiary to your will, okay? And I'm not gonna have to be running back and forth to the dressing room trying to freshen up because my scent is secured.
But here is another trick people overlook: your clothes. Fabric can hold fragrance much longer than your skin, which is why you may still catch your perfume on a jacket or shirt hours later. Just be careful with delicate fabrics, silk, or anything that can stain. Don't taste a new perfume by spraying half the bottle onto your favorite outfit. Because we are trying to smell expensive, not explain a perfume stain to the dry cleaner.
Let's talk about perfumes and how to get your perfumes to last all day. The trick is layering and building your scent profile from the ground up. First, you get your lotion, body oil, body cream, whatever you use on your body. Scoop a little bit. Next step, get your perfume oil and mix that with your body cream, body lotion, body oil. The one thing I absolutely love about vanilla perfume oils is you can literally layer them with any kind of perfume, any scent profile. It matches just perfectly. So I'll mix my body butter with my vanilla perfume oil. This is the base. Mix them together and smear this all over your body. Now that you've built your scent base, we move on to the next perfume oil.
This perfume is so yummy, such a sweet masterpiece, marshmallow orange blossom.
This you apply directly to the skin. I love to apply behind my ears, the back of my neck. I love to apply here. Also rub that in. Now that all your scents are locked in, trust me, you're going to smell good from the time you leave your house until you come back home in the evening.
And notice how 4 videos keep coming back to the same idea from different angles. Your perfume is the final step, not the entire routine. If you want all-day performance, think about what happens before and after that first spray. clean skin, moisture, smart layering, strategic application, and when necessary, a small fresh later in the day, because that's going to give you a much more consistent scent trail than simply spraying more and more perfume every time you think you have stopped smelling it. So if you want your scent to last from morning until night, don't make the mistake of thinking the answer is simply buying a stronger perfume. Your fragrance routine starts long before that final spray. Start with clean skin, moisturize so your skin isn't completely dry. Layer products that actually work together, then apply your fragrance strategically and let it settle instead of rubbing it away. And if you're going to be out all day, remember that longevity is also about being smart. Your clothes can hold onto fragrance, your hair can carry a beautiful scent trail, and a small reapplication later in the day can bring everything back without you having to overspray from the beginning. But here's the part I really want you to remember. Smelling good isn't about making everyone in the room smell you before you arrive. You want someone sitting beside you to lean in and think, wow, you smell really good. That's much more elegant than having perfume following you down the hallway. So stop chasing the idea that you need 10 different products or the most expensive bottle on the shelf. Find a routine that works for your skin, your lifestyle, and your budget. Once you understand how to layer and apply fragrance properly, even an affordable perfume can smell beautiful and last much longer. That's just how it works. Because the goal isn't just to smell good when you leave the house. The goal is to smell like the woman who took the time to care for herself hours later. So thank you for being with me, and I'll see you in the next video.